In this tutorial in CyberLink PowerDirector, we're going to look at how you can use an effect as a transition. And we're also going to show you how you can stack effects either inside the clip or on the timeline. You don't have to use a transition to make a transition, so we're going to show you how to do that with an effect. I'm going to click on the top in my categories and click on the effects. And then we're going to open up in the video effects subcategory a new one called open and close. Let's open that up. We'll give ourselves some more space here. So we have a host of effects that you can drop either on top of a clip or on an effect track. You can have up to 5 effect tracks in a project. But when we look at the options we have here, well, first of all, we'll drop them on the clip. We have the first categories, the first 3.5 lines, are opening effects. The last ones are closing effects. So let's just drop one on the track and see what happens. Let's take this movie one. We'll drop it right on our video clip. And you notice we have the little eye icon. When we hover over it, it tells us the effect is applied. And we'll go to the beginning frames and we'll click it and we have this nice opening. It just slides open from the middle. If I click on the icon and click on the effect, I see that I can delete it by clicking the garbage can. I can change the duration. The default is 1.5 seconds. I can move it up, let's say, to 2, slow it down a bit. Now, if I want to reset it to factory default, I click on the reset button in the lower right corner of the left panel. So now I have a 2-second sliding opening effect, which is my transition. And I haven't used a transition at all. Now on the same clip, I can use an open effect and I can use a close effect. Let's take this blur black and drag it down, drop it on the clip. And when we play this one, we're going to see it will blur to black. There we go. It's very quick, but we can change that one as well. So let's click on our icon. We see we have 2 of them. Doesn't matter which one I click on. I'll take the blur to black and I will increase the duration of that, say to 4 seconds. It's a relatively short clip, but now we're going to see the blur to black should be lengthened. Yeah, it takes a lot longer to blur. There we go. So it goes to black, but it's a slower blur here. So that's how to do them on the clip. Now the interesting thing you can do is you can stack them, which means you can use more than one opening or more than one closing. Let's say we want to use a different kind of thing. Let's take this collage in 2 and drop it in. So it's going to be an opening. That's interesting. And so we'll play this here. And we see it both slides open and we have this collage effect. Now if we want to see them separately, I can click on the eye icon. And let's take the widescreen and make it not visible by clicking the box, the checkbox. It's still there. It's just not enabled. We disabled it. And so here we have the one effect. And here we have both of them. Now you can also change the stacking order of these by highlighting one and clicking an up or down arrow. And as you can see, I've effectively stacked these 2 elements. Now that's not the only options that we have. Let's click on this and we're going to click on these options that we have. I'm going to take off this collage in 2. I have it highlighted. I'll just use a trash can to remove it completely. Now the other thing I can do with effects is I don't have to put them on top of my clip. I can put them on the effect track. So let's take another one. Let's try this one here. And we'll put it down and we'll simply put it on another track, an effect track. When we play it, we get the combination of the 2. Now sometimes one will override the other, but you can see we have the opening from the center. We also have the mosaic blur. So we're combining the 2 effects into one by using one inside the track and one outside the track as well. We can do the same thing with closing effects. Let's take this one here, close 03. We'll drag it down toward the end of our video clip on an effect track. And when we play this one, we're going to see that it worked just like it did, as if it were embedded It shoots up from the bottom. We have this blurry stuff, and then it's over. You can also stack these as well. Let's try combining it with another one. Let's try spin close. And sometimes they work well together, and sometimes they don't play well. Let's just experiment and see what we get here. And okay, yeah, they're working together. We have the spinning, and we also have the other effect. So you can stack these effects both within and without, or a combination of within and without, whether you want them on the clip or not. Now this will depend on if you're going to move the clip or edit the clip, and if you want to make sure that the effect tracks stay in the correct order. But those are two different options that you have. So your transitions are not limited to what you have in the transition room. You have these different effects, some of which are very nice, that you can use both on top of your clip or on an effect track in CyberLink PowerDirector 365.